We don't talk about superhero movies too often on the channel. We like to stick primarily to video games and comic book discussions. But there's a new Spider-Man 4 leak that we have to talk about.
No, we have to talk about it, guys. Like, before we get into anything, everything that we talk about in this video should be taken with, like, a
grain of salt.
Multiversal grain of salt,
yeah.
You know? Like,
especially when you're dealing with Sony and Marvel working together, you never know what's gonna happen.
When it's two studios that have clearly such differing ideas and opinions about where this character should go, the ideas that each studio comes up with are drastically different. That could not be more true in what we've been hearing about Spider-Man 4. Guys, I'm Thomas.
I'm Merlin.
Together, we are the Comic Lads. And today we're going to be talking about why the newest leaks about Spider-Man 4 are really, really, really concerning.
Really concerning. But before we get into it, guys, question of the week. We want to hear from you. What do you guys think of all the Spider-Man 4 leaks that have been coming out? Obviously, if you're not fully aware of them, we're going to get into it. But if you are, let us know in the comments down below.
And before we get into it, also, guys, make sure to like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already.
Join the lads of comics. One might say the comic lads. Okay.
I feel like we should just quickly run down what the broad rumors were from the other day. Since the new trailer for Venom, The Last Dance...
God, you guys can't see, but I put my head in my hands upon hearing that.
Since the new trailer for Venom The Last Dance has come out and shown what seems to be Knull.
It is Knull, they say it.
Yeah, God of the Symbiotes.
I know.
Played by supposedly Norman Reedus.
I know. What the hell is that?
So I'm like,
man?
I don't, like, he's awesome, but like, what?
But it's such a waste.
Yeah,
such a waste of Norman Reedus.
On Knull.
No, not just Knull, Sony Knull. There's a very big difference.
Now that we've seen that Knull is the big bad of Venom The Last Dance and maybe like other Venom symbiote spin-off movies, rumors have flooded the comic book movie sphere about Spider-Man 4 potentially continuing the Knull Venom saga and being like a Venom multiversal
team up with Spider-Man.
Like Venom Infinity War movie.
I know.
Or something.
It makes me nervous that they're trying to combine these two universes. Like, the MCU has been on rocky ground, but at least it has...
It's not Sony level.
He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
The Sony, specifically Sony Spider-Man universe?
Only diminishing returns.
No, it is. Like, maybe you can make a case for the first Venom movie.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've heard of. Like, people like, that one's fun.
But now we're getting, like, Craven and, like, Morbius and all this shit, and I'm fast asleep at the wheel.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
too.
No, actually, Sony's fast asleep at the wheel.
Yes, they are. But listen, guys, we would not be so outraged about these supposed plans for Spider-Man 4 if we didn't also find out what the previous plans may have been for Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4 was originally going to be a team-up story with Daredevil, in which Spider-Man and Daredevil would take down the Kingpin, following the Daredevil Born Again series. How is it not that? How is it not that movie?
I know. It boggles the mind.
No, I'm freaking out.
It doesn't make any... We're like losing hair as we're talking about
We are. And I just want you to hear this, bro. Multiple villains from Spider-Man's lore were also in consideration for the plot of this film. New villains like the Magia, Mr. Negative, Spencer Smythe, as well as some old revamped villains such as Mac Gargan as Scorpion and even Aaron Davis as Prowler were being considered as part of this movie. Marvel still intends to tell this story, but we may have to wait a bit longer. Tom Holland's gonna be 40 when they fight Kingpin.
It's so frustrating because it's like that's the thing that makes the most sense, especially if you want to continue with Avengers Doomsday and fucking bring RDJ back as a fucking like all this shit.
Zendaya is mid 3000.
No, for real. Like, audiences are gonna need a palate cleanser. A palate cleanser.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man 4 could have been that. And now it's like
another multiverse film.
But with Knull and Sonyverse. Like, guys, we've said it time and time again. We are in the wrong multiverse.
Yeah, we are.
We are in the wrong fucking dimension.
We're in the wrong timeline.
We needed a Spider-Man movie that wasn't grandiose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
absolutely.
Tom Holland still hasn't got his footing in regard to, like, having a movie like that. Maybe you can make a case for Homecoming, you know what I mean? But, like, Far Far From Home Spider-Man in Europe? Why can't we just have a New York street level movie?
I know, and like, why does he have to save at the smallest the world and at the biggest the multiverse in each of his appearances?
Yeah.
That's not what we're here for. We want to see Spidey fight his damnedest to save New York.
We don't need some multiversal ending threat.
We just need Spider-Man to put his fists up and beat the shit out of a villain.
No? He's like a bigger threat than Thanos sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Like he's older than Galactus and shit, and you're like, what? Like, what is Spider-Man gonna do?
I don't know.
He's gonna make jokes at him.
Yeah, he's gonna literally.
You know, like, if you're trying to end your Venom movie saga, trilogy, whatever, with a bang, I honestly think Knull is the right way to go. Who are you gonna end it with? Lasher?
Yeah.
Scream?
Yeah, they already killed off fucking Carnage.
That's what I'm saying, you know, does he die in Let There Be Carnage?
Yeah, you don't know that.
Oh my god, that's ass,
Venom
dude.
eats him, bro.
How?
They separate.
They're the same size.
They separate the symbiote and Cletus, and then he eats both of them one at a time.
Okay, anyways. I have nothing to say about that. Anyways, I think Knull is the right way to go in terms of, like, ending your Venom saga with a bang. Don't put all this weird Venom baggage that Tom Holland Spider-Man has no idea about. Like,
Yeah.
they need this movie to be a slam dunk.
Like, if anything, we know that at the end of No Way Home, there's a piece of the symbiote that ends up in the main MCU, like, 616.
Yeah, in, like, Mexico.
Yeah, timeline. You could have street-level story where Spider-Man actually gets the black suit.
Yeah.
You can profit off of all those black suit hot toys that you know they're gonna shove down our throats.
Yeah, and he can fight Kingpin in the black suit.
Exactly. People don't realize the black suit storyline isn't like a 2-day thing like
No.
it always is in the freaking movies and the video games.
He put that shit on for years.
Years, dude.
Years.
Like multiple arcs in the comics were done in the black suit.
Yes.
And then it was only after when they decided like, oh, let's make a villain out of this. Like that wasn't the plan originally.
We could have 2 movies with the black suit before he loses it. But, you know, he's actually going to have it for 10 minutes in Spider-Man 4 and then, like, lose it fighting Knull.
Legit, the only reason they're gonna give him the black suit is so it goes back to Eddie and he can have the white symbol. That's the only reason Sony would do that. And they're like, guess what? More profit on those toys, baby! Like, I'm calling it right now.
But you know that's all it is, though. With all the Knull retcons from the comics, we know that the Venom logo isn't a white spider. It's actually a dragon.
Yeah, that sucks. I like hate that so much.
But you are right in that they do want it to be like a big fucking fucking moment in Spider-Man 4.
It's so true.
Are we seeing this movie?
Whatever it is, like, it could be really great.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be thinking about that street-level hero movie
I know.
with Daredevil, with Kingpin.
With, like, Black Cat, maybe?
I know, and it's crazy. Like, that's all Spider-Man fans want.
I know.
The casual viewers, even of the MCU, don't want this.
Yeah.
No one wants this.
And it's crazy because...
Sony wants this.
Yes, Sony wants it. And it's really crazy because usually when really kind of, bonehead decisions like this are made by the higher-ups, you can see that it's usually polarizing. There will be the fans usually that are like, oh, this idea sucks, but there will always be defenders too that'll be like, I think this idea is cool. I'm down for Tom Holland Spider-Man versus Venom. But when this came out, bro, every single person is like, what the fuck is Sony doing?
It's gotta just be Sony smells the multiversal bucks and they want a piece of the pie.
They do.
No Way Home made them so much money that they're like, we need another banger. We are living in VOT times.
Yes, we are. These are VOT movies.
These are VOT decisions, VOT writing.
Marvel Studios was making 75 to 80% good movies and a few stinkers, and then saw that VOT was making fun of them and was like, actually, we're gonna do exactly what they're saying.
Let's lean into that. You know, we have to wait and see.
We do.
Obviously, this is all just leaks and rumors at this point.
Yes.
Nothing officially has been stated.
Yeah, again, guys, take it with a huge grain of salt.
And it also has to be stressed, we're huge MCU fans and huge Spider-Man fans.
Absolutely.
We don't hate this stuff intentionally.
No.
We're just seriously concerned.
We are, and it's like, I don't think we're like crazy haters to say that nobody wanted Spider-Man 4 to to be a Venom multiversal Knull King in Black story.
I would never expect or want Knull in a single movie like this.
Yeah, no. He's kind of like a Thanos level threat.
He is.
You know?
He is.
Venom needed, like, the Captain Universe force and Mjolnir and Surfer's board to take him down.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like Knull has a place right now in the story.
And Knull is a Venom character, and we don't need Knull to take up a slot in a Spider-Man movie. Like a big-budget Spider-Man movie.
I agree.
When we have never had a movie Kingpin fight Spider-Man.
What do you guys think? Are you down for this multiversal storytelling? Do you guys want to go back to Spider-Man's street hero roots? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, let us know. I don't think we're alone and like in the dark here about how we feel about this movie, you know?
Guys, that's it from us this week. Just wanted to hop on really quickly and give our thoughts on all these possible leaks that I think we're both crossing our fingers and toes aren't factual and will be debunked.
I'm crossing both fingers and both toes.
Literally. We're the Comic Lads, and we love you dearly.
We love you.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.